Hello, I'm Hybrid, and today we'll be looking at the Elite Series 2 Core Edition. But first, first off, I'd just like to say that I have not been given any of these products I'm about to be showing. They've all been purchased by myself with my own money. Nothing has been given. They're all mine. These are my views and my views only. If you share them, hey, let me know. Okay then, so before we go and look at the Elite Series 2 Core and what's in the box, I wanted to have a look back through the history, so to speak, of the Elite series. So first off, you got the very first Elite controller, the Series 1, I suppose you could call it. Yes, was very excited for when this controller came out. Had high hopes for it. One of the first issues I had with my first Series 1 was the old style play and charge connector. These connectors were very renowned for breaking a lot, especially on the old Xbox One controllers. Thankfully, in the Series 2, that is something they did change. But yes, had many problems with that charge port and cable. Second thing we found, after some time of having a Series 1, was the way they designed the grips on the back. As you can see with this one, it has lost one of its grip pads. And that's because when you're having these long play sessions, your hands are getting warm, controller's getting warm, maybe a little bit down from if you're getting a bit sweaty. And it deteriorates the glue, which was holding it on. And over time it would start to peel off, and then eventually it would just fall off, which is what happened. Considering when First Elite came out, it was not cheap by any stretch of the imagination. I think, what was it, in the UK, it might have been 160, 180, maybe more. Yeah, would have been around there somewhere, I think. So, some issues there. I mean, it's the first build, so it's going to be a little bit hit and miss, I guess. But yes, those are some of the issues I found with the first Elite controller. Okay then, so next we go on to the Series 2. So, here we are, the Series 2. Slightly different look. Main thing they changed on it really was the grips, which is the problem with the first one. They're a lot more formed to the actual controller now, meaning there's no more of that falling apart issue. It's always a good thing. And also they changed the port to USB-C, which is a lot more sturdier and much better. Much better. But some of the issues the Elite Series 2 did have later on in its life is the shoulder buttons. These were very prone to breaking inside, and which is exactly what's happened to my last two Elite Series 2s. So it did take some remapping of buttons just so I could actually use everything in some games. I mainly use this for like first-person shooters like Warzone, Apex, stuff like that, where it's can be a bit cumbersome trying to like hit certain buttons for certain things and like accessing more important stuff more quickly, especially with like the paddles on the back as well. They came in very handy. But then there was also another problem which developed over time. Now, most controllers will develop this, which is stick drift. And mine got horrendous with the Elite Series 2, both of them again. If I still own, will have the original Series 2, and I've got the second one. Good. As you can see, I liked it. display my controllers. So I figured, I have one for display, one for use, even though they are now both display. Yeah, so the stick drift got very bad. Did all the usual hints, tips and tricks to fix it. It worked a little bit, but then it just digressed. Went through the same steps again, trying to fix it. Wouldn't work this time. So, yes, that went into retirement as well. Okay, so now we move on to the Elite Series 2 Core. As you can see, in all its white shiny goodness. Technically the same model as the original Series 2. It's white. How long it will stay white for, I have no idea. I'm going to say not very long. But I've used it a few times now, and yeah, it's comfortable, handles well. I have heard that they have actually fixed the issue with the shoulder buttons. That's what they're called. Shoulder buttons. Everyone, what are they? Shoulder buttons. Allegedly. If that's true or not, I don't know. That's unconfirmed as last I checked. Stick drift, who knows? That is something that just develops over time, but I'm hoping this will last. Although I've got the pedals actually attached, because they're from my old Series 2, you don't actually get them with it, because it's the Core Edition. The Core Edition literally comes with the controller, manuals, a charging lead, which is the nice braided one, which is good, and it's quite long, which is even better. It also comes with the little tightening key for your thumbsticks, which you can loosen and tighten to give you a bit more resistance if you need it for some games. Kind of helped that need. Well, kind of found that helped with some racing games back when I was using a controller for racing games. Anyway, so yes, that is the Elite Series 2 Core. Very nice. But what I will say is this will probably be my last Elite controller because of the amount I've got through. So I've gone through 2 Elite ones, so luckily I was able to exchange one. The second one, Elite Series 2, I've gone through 2 of those, well technically 3. So yes, this will be the last one probably before I start looking at alternatives, because they are not cheap by any stretch of the imagination, these Elites. And with a name like Elite, you expect them to be able to perform and do what they're supposed to do and last as long as they're supposed to last. I did read somewhere, apparently the lifespan of a Series 2 is supposed to be 10 years. Now, what their idea of lifespan is, I don't know if that means the battery or the whole controller. I have no idea. But, yeah, this will be the last one I'll be getting. I'm sure there will be a Series 3 at some point down the line. As for when, who knows. Probably give it maybe another year, maybe a bit less. Maybe this Core 2 is just trying to bridge the gap to the Series 3. But of course, whether or not take a chance on it, get it, I don't know. I've been looking at alternatives for if this one does fail on me. And you obviously got Scuff's similar controller. There's also Razer controller as well, which is quite interesting because it's actually got 2 sets of shoulder buttons. So yeah, that could be potentially my next controller for when or if this one does fail me. And there we have it. That is it for this video for today. If you have enjoyed the video, make sure to like it. Also, while you're doing that, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. would be greatly useful. Also, if you've had an experience with an Elite controller, if there's been an issue that I haven't mentioned in the video, please do put it in the comments. It'd be interesting to hear what everyone else has experienced with their Elites. Also, alternative controllers. If I think I mentioned the Scuff and the Razor there, so there's another one you have tried and liked, let me know. Till next time, catch you later.